And in the studio with us is Mark. Good morning.
Good morning. Wonderful to be here, Tommy. So many lovely smiley faces this morning here.
Now, to our listeners, because you don't know Mark, you may know about where the Bungy Jump used to be down just off Teppersit Road. Well, that closed. Why did it close? Well, just before COVID, Mark had the magnificent idea of giving it up, moving further on down the road and building Sanook Park. It must have been such a pleasure to get that just ready as COVID hit.
Well, it's funny because it was before COVID, we were negotiating on a new piece of land, which is much, much bigger. And the idea was that would give us a lot of different activities and a lot of room for expansion and things. And then January 2020, obviously, COVID came. And we were left with a conundrum at that point. Do we stay as we are, or do we plough ahead and
nobody knew how long COVID was going to go on. That was the kicker for everybody in business.
Well, I thought I did.
Yeah,
right?
we all thought we did.
I thought I knew better and thought, look, let's carry on, build a new place, write off any income from Bungy Jump for the rest of 2020, and we'll be all good to go October, November, ready for the start of high season.
You spent the whole of COVID getting it ready. More or less.
More or less.
Yeah. You've moved the Bungy Jump from the old location to the new one, which must have been a headache, because that's a really secure thing. It's got to be very safely mounted. But at the same time, you've built this water park. Now, tell us about the features on the water park.
Okay, so because we have so much additional space, and we've got a wonderful, it's like a 15-ray lake there as well. So we've got a floating water park on there, which is fantastic fun for kids.
What's on there
adults.
for the kids to do?
There's 65 pieces in total. So there's climbing walls, there's trampolines.
All on water?
All on water,
right.
Yeah.
Okay, to explain.
So that kind of stuff is really good. In fact, we've got some triathletes coming down that are doing training on it and things as well.
And you've got kayaks, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got some kayaks, stand-up paddleboards. Traditionally, we've always been a bungee jump.
Right.
And the bungee jump is very important for us. And in a way, COVID helped us because by moving the bungee jump, that was the opportunity to strip everything back.
Right.
Get it all repainted and everything replaced on it.
New rubber bands.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So that was what we really did during COVID, was getting everything ready and trying to survive.
Right. Let's just imagine I've got two 9-year-old children. What is for them to do if they come to the water park?
So 9-year-olds can go out on the water park. They will be down there all day. Once the kids start playing, they don't stop. They're running around. They're jumping off the top of like the icebergs. They're doing the trampoline. They're different sliders and monkey bars, all sorts of different things for them. And where we've put the restaurant area means that the parents are able to watch their kids play as well.
Do you supply things like life jackets?
Yeah, absolutely. So it doesn't matter whether you're an adult or a child. Everybody has to wear a life jacket.
Oh, they have to?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's even if you're a swimmer, you still have to wear a life jacket.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Everyone has to. And, we do get quite a few people down saying, hey, my kids can swim and they don't need to wear a life jacket.
It's your insurance.
But it's part of a condition of our insurance that everyone on the water wears a life jacket.
Makes sense to me. It really does.
And actually, funnily enough, most people, when they come out, look, thanks for making me wear a life jacket, because it's actually really quite tiring.
Yeah, plus it's a lake. It's not a swimming pool. You don't know how deep it's going to be, and it's going to be mud at the bottom, which is completely different to a swimming pool, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's the fun of yours. You've got this vast area with all these activities on there spread over it. And it's not a swimming pool. It's not some man-made thing. It is. It's a man-made lake, but it's a massive lake.
Yeah, it gives us loads and loads of space there for doing different things. So what we're finding now is we're getting a lot more corporate customers coming down with companies wanting to do different team building
motivation.
Activities. Yeah, so we've done quite a few sessions with raft building, building different contraptions, different competitions and courses on the water park. And then, you combine that with the paintball park and the slingshot and some of the other things that we've got down there. And you've got some really good activities for the corporate customers as well.
Now, COVID's over. Tourism slowly is coming back. We're getting a variety of different tourists coming here. Are you seeing an increase in business? Is business doing okay?
So we're certainly seeing an increase. The last month we've seen a lot more Russians coming in.
What about expats? Locals?
So expats are generally the customers that are coming down for the birthday parties. Expats are the ones generally organising.
So you
the
do
corporate
children's
team
parties
building.
and stuff like that?
Yeah, pretty much almost every weekend we'll have a kid's birthday
What a
party
great
down
place to
there.
have a party, really.
Well, what we wanted was, when you were growing up in the UK, right? You would get on your bicycle, you'd go out, and as long as you were home before dark, everyone's happy.
Nobody cared.
You can't do that anymore.
No.
But what you can do is, with the facility that we've got and the security and everything else, we can provide the freedom for kids to go out, run amok, go let the kids have some fun and let them do the stuff that kids should be doing.
Well, how do you see the future?
Pattaya is always changing. And, that's nothing to do with COVID. Pattaya has always evolved and changed. We had the Russian mass tourism, we had the Chinese mass tourism, we've got a lot of Indian customers in. And I think Pattaya will continue to change. It always will evolve. For us personally, at the moment, I'm probably spending about a third of my time in India building bungee jumps there. We've built 7 bungee jumps so far in India. So for us, I think that will continue. At the park itself, there are some more attractions that we have got planned to put in, some for kids and some for the adult thrill seekers, and then some that are kind of fit in between the two.
Now, there's a huge market that we've never talked about before because we've never seen it before in the city that's only come to us after COVID, which is the domestic tourism. And a lot of businesses are benefiting from that. Do you benefit from that?
We don't really.
No?
But bungee jumping is our core activity. And you're only ever going to get a small percentage of people that are ever going to bungee jump.
Right.
And that has always been for
Tourists.
us tourists. Yeah.
From overseas.
Yeah. Different countries have different cultures and they like to do different things.
Well, I've looked at a lot of water parks. Some of them are still closed, some of them are open now. They're an awful lot. Well, first of all, let's just go through it. Entrance into your water park is how much?
So for the water park, it's 350 baht for the whole day.
For the whole day, 350 baht.
Yeah.
Adults and children,
Yep.
same price.
Same price.
So that's not expensive. What about if you're non-tie? Is it more expensive?
No.
Do you have two prices? Do you have a non-tie and a tie price?
No, we have exactly the same price for everybody.
Good.
And I think that's important. Personally, I hate the dual pricing.
Yeah, we all do.
But I understand it as well. We choose not to do dual pricing.
Good. So for 350 baht, you can go to Sanook Water Park and stay there all day with your children until they're exhausted, or you can go there with your partner and friends and have a party.
Exactly.
Place to be. Mark, thank you for joining us. We're going to keep you because we want you to enter Universally Challenge after the local and national news, which will please the midget.